My name is Cath. I'm a single parent. I live in East Lothian in Trent, and I care for my son, who is 22. He was diagnosed with Asperger syndrome in 2009. I also share the care for my brother, who lives in Leith in Edinburgh with my sister. My brother has learning difficulties, and he is also on the autistic spectrum. Before my son was diagnosed with Asperger's, I had rather a traumatic time personally in that I was going through a divorce, and also around about the same time my mum was quite ill. Mental health particularly was taking a real battering at the time, so I decided something's got to give. So it ended up being my employment, and I gave up my work as a retail assistant, and I decided to commit, most of my time to looking after my son and getting his diagnosis sorted out and getting him all set up. I had a lot of friends at work and I missed their company. I felt very isolated at first before I made contact with any support groups. Being on benefits is quite difficult, and you never know when they're going to get taken away from you, when your circumstances might change, so that's always a worry that's at the back of your mind as well. I first heard about VOCAL through an information session that one of the girls from VOCAL did at Pasda. Pasda is a charity that supports parents that have an autistic member of the family aged 16 or over. It was a real eye-opener for me in that, because sometimes when you're caring for somebody and that, you just really don't know who to turn to. You feel very isolated and on your own, and you thought, like, where am I going to get help from? It was really good to hear about all the information and support that they provide at VOCAL, counselling and advocacy and stress management, benefits and welfare rights and carers' rights as well, and so it was very, very useful to get some of this information. Quite often you're dealing with lots of people when you're a carer, with local authorities and banks and health officials, and it was really helpful, to how to be able to negotiate with these people and how to get the skills to get these things done. I feel a lot more confident with having the support from both Pasda and VOCAL in my caring role, because I know that they're both at the background there, and if I have any little problems they'll be able to sort out anything for me in that. If you have any problems whatsoever, whether they be emotional, physical, you've got money worries and that, and you're a carer and that, make the call to VOCAL, because they are a really good organisation and you'll get lots of support, and they're very friendly and they don't judge.